when I started building my relationship with God, one thing that was immediately pressed in my heart was purpose. What is my purpose? Why am I here on earth? What has God brought me here to do? There was a period I took out time to really pray about it. And when I did that, I had a dream that repeated itself, and the dreams were about dancing. I have always been dancing. I danced in primary school, I danced in secondary school, university as well, and even after school. Now this time I prayed about it. It was my final year in school. In my fellowship, we had a group called Talent Theatre, and in Talent Theatre, there was singing, dancing, drama. At first, I joined singing because it was just so convenient for me, but my heart was constantly drawn to the dancing unit. And when I finally joined, it was like peace. You just know that this girl, this is where I'm meant to be. Fast forward to later, some responsibilities and all that in school, I didn't really now give my time to the dancing group I had joined. After school, I also joined a dancing group as well, Spirit of David, and because of financial constraints and some things, I didn't really put in myself, to be active there. But anytime I maybe had to attend a rehearsal or any of the programs, I just know that like I am where I am meant to be. So when I made this prayer and then God showed me, I was so fixated about the big picture. Like, will I be dancing in my old age? What am I going to do? Like, I was so fixated about the future and the big picture, and I didn't even think about the now. In the now and what I had around me, all I was doing as in was naming other commitments or seeing I didn't have finances to maybe go for rehearsal. Like, I was just allowing obstacles, but the passion was still very strong. I was thinking about what I will do in the future. I wasn't thinking about the now. And so that is how I didn't really push, to what God had impressed in my heart for the season. But as I continue to grow in God, I started to realize that purpose is not just one big assignment. Purpose can be seasonal sometimes. God leads you per step, per season, just one step at a time. That season where dancing was impressed in my heart, now I see it clearly. There might be things God had wanted me to learn or improve in. In fact, as simple as just being able to move past my obstacles and go for what I really, really wanted to do, or something I would have learned, or even maybe some people He might want me to meet, or some character or talent He might just have wanted me to really improve on. I let my limitations to be stronger than the voice of God and the passion or impression He had put in my heart. But just looking back at that season, one thing I have really learned and I am applying is that when God impresses something in my heart, I do not allow my limitations to stop me. I might move slowly, which God is still helping me with, but at the very least, I make sure that I take action and I make a step towards that thing. Because most times, what God is asking me to do at a particular time is always part of the bigger picture that I will come to realize later. So yeah, that's one major way God taught me about purpose. That purpose is not just a title or a lifelong permanent assignment. It is obedience per season. It's God shaping you step by step, and it is trusting that nothing He leads you into is ever wasted.